Dear ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Team United States. Starting with number 2, Katie Wilson. Number 3, KGE. Number 4, Jackson Miller. Number 9, DJ Reality. Number 11, Joey Rogers. Number 14, Bonner Williams. Number 15, Cody Henry. Number 24, Hendrik Krasny. Number 27, Warner Sani. Number 48, Niklas Matthews. Number 81, Jeffrey Batista. Number 85, Alex Thomas. Number 93, Drake Almeida. Number 5, Louis O'Connor. Number 20, John Nikolajski. Number 26, Joey Rock. Number 97, Cole Hillard. Number 98, Ethan Zigola. And goalkeepers, number 29, Brendan Silva. And number 18, Bryce Skanam. And now please welcome Team Czechia. Players of Team Czechia are number 8, Matej Pavlíček, number 9, David Němčák, number 10, Marek Daníček, number 11, Jan Piláš, number 23, Tadeáš Kantor, number 32, David Šindeláš, number 36, Václav Kaplík, number 72, Matyáš Čalo, number 81, Vojtěch Simonek, number 87, Petr Lenner, number 91, Filip Jedlecký, number 98, Jan Pavlík, the defenseman, number 5, Radek Vigita, number 7, David Štulc, number 13, Jakub Růžička, number 16, Štefan Vala, number 19, Tomáš Kudela, number 21, V. Musel, number 28, Aleš Dubrik.
You are looking live at Zimny Stadion in Mesto Poprad, home of the 2025 ISBHF U20 World Junior Championships. Hello everyone, I'm Elio Pascuzzo, proud to bring you the play-by-play action for this massive matchup in the men's category. Team USA versus Team Czechia. 5 teams are participating in the U20 category this year. The United States of America, Canada, Czechia, Slovakia, and Switzerland. Every preliminary round game is at a premium here, as the top team in the table after preliminary round action advances directly to the gold medal matchup on Sunday. So folks, all games in this championships have ultimate importance. This is the 12th U20 edition of the World Championships, all started in the year 2000 in Kralupy, Czech Republic. The inaugural tournament won by Canada over the Czech Republic in the final, with Slovakia winning bronze. We fast forward to 2025, where one of these two nations hopes to become world champions. The United States of America, of course, have won the U20 gold medal once, back in 2006 in Aosta, Italy. Fond memories of that tournament with the USA taking gold. Czechia has won this event twice. 2018, most recently in St. John's, Newfoundland, Labrador, and 2002 in Champery, Switzerland. So both of these national organizations hope to taste championship gold once again. Our officials for today's game: from Canada, Jason Baker; from the aforementioned St. John's and Newfoundland, Labrador, and Adam Philippe from Slovakia. Standby referee is Luka Gostel, Switzerland. Video referee Stefan Hozak from Slovakia. Buckle up, everybody. Top of the table leaders, USA 2-0, 6 points, versus third place Czechia, 1 win and 1 overtime loss for 4 points. We're underway. USA with possession. Dumping it in deep. Chased behind the net there by Mushalek. He'll try to get it out. And out comes Czechia. Simonek. He'll send it back for a shot that's blocked. And another nice block there by the USA player, number 9, Biagietti, breakaway, scores! 28 seconds in, what a start for Team USA. P.J. Biagietti with all kinds of speed takes it home and bangs home his second goal of the tournament. P.J. Biagietti, of course, played for USA under 18s last year in Žilina, so he has some experience here. He puts USA on the board with the important first goal, 28 seconds in. Can't underestimate the importance of block shots, everyone. As Bryce Scanlon makes the save for USA. So, just the start that USA wanted here. Very enthusiastic crowd here supporting both teams at Zimny Stadion. As I mentioned, USA top of the table, 2 wins yesterday, 4-2 over Slovakia, and then 9-1 over Switzerland. So they're 2-0 with maximum 6 points. Czechia now with possession. Pavlicek. He'll take the shot. 93, Drake Manning Almeida. Nice chip off the boards. Of course, Manning Almeida last year, best forward in Žilina 2024. It's offside is the call. Of course, many of you watching the U20 World Championships, some of these players have previous experience in U18 play. And if you go back to Liberec 2 years ago in Czechia, these two teams actually met in Liberec, with USA getting the better of Czechia in preliminary round play, but Czechia bouncing back from that loss, and a second loss, by the way, early in that tournament, to capture gold in the under-18 category. So face-off just outside the blue line. We're underway here. Palan, he'll feed it up, and that's tipped in. Chased down now by Cole Hilliard. Nice little chip pass up to Manning Almeida. Drake Manning Almeida being hounded along the boards, but retains possession behind the net. And he'll look for a player, but we have a crease violation. Of course, some of these USA players also playing in the National Ball Hockey League, Tier 1. Drake Manning Almeida, South Coast Union in the Massachusetts Tier 1 division. He's had a pretty good season. 6 games played, 3 goals, 4 assists. Very high level player. Big future for 93 White. Face-off won by Czechia, and it's taken back. Of course, we'll try our best to manufacture these numbers to give you some of the names and some background. Sometimes it's hard to capture from here, especially with my eyesight at fast approaching 61. But nonetheless, we regress. Nice dispossession there by 87. Peter Leonard. But USA takes over. Caden Wysong. Settle everything down. Chip off the boards. And Czechia takes over. Barely 2 minutes, 30 seconds elapsed. First period, USA with the early goal within the first minute by Biagietti. Czechia now with possession back to the point. Just to the left of Scanlon as that trickles by. And we're gonna have our first power play here as the Czechia player was tripped up. And referee Baker with the call here. Number 11, Joey Moore. Playing on the back end for Team USA, the absence of Dayton Ruppel. So he'll take the first penalty of the game. More 2 minutes tripping. 2:58 in. So Czechia with the power play. So far this tournament, their power play has been clicking. 4 of 11, 36%. But USA's short-handed unit has done a good job killing off 6 of 7 disadvantages. Danicek, one of the key players for Czechia, takes a shot just wide. As the players battle along the boards and Czechia repossesses. 16, Palan, back to Danicek. Danicek shoots, and another block. This time by the goal scorer, Biageni. Danicek shoots, just wide, backhand. Sindelar sends it back to Sindelar. He'll send it back, Danicek fires again. Marek Danicek. Of course, the 2023 U18 most valuable player from Liberec. Shot goes in, that gets deflected, just wide. 47 seconds left, shot from the point. Whistles wide, and Danicek will control along the wall. He'll send it back. Palan with the shot. And Vihidal takes the shot. Vihidal, Radek Vihidal. Palan. He'll survey. Back to Palan, he'll shoot. Doesn't get through. By my count, the USA has already blocked 5 shots this game. Yeoman's work on the penalty kill. 10 seconds left. Czechia in no hurry here. USA back to 5-on-5. That shot just goes wide. And the USA player will send it down, penalties over. So that will be flooring, which for all you fans out there, flooring is icing. 9:48 remaining in the first period here. As I mentioned previously, 5 teams in the U20 category here. Canada comes in as defending champions from Liberec, defeating Slovakia in the gold medal game. Czechia winning the bronze 2 years ago in Liberec. Face-off won by Czechia. 87, Leonard along the boards as the battle ensues. Back to Kudela. Tomasz Kudela playing for Pardubice in the Extraliga in Czechia. And now Zach Walker-Syny, another Žilina stalwart, big guy. Actually won award as All-Star Defenseman in Žilina. Now playing forward on the U20 team. Nice dispossession by Hilliard. He'll fly, shot by Manning Almeida. Just whistles wide. Warner-Syny battling, big body, 27 in white. But Czechia regains possession here. Play progresses into the USA zone. Number 8, Matej Pavlicek. No stranger to high level, playing for Pilsen in the Extraliga in Czechia. And he'll body his player off and retain possession for Czechia here. As they try to regain some momentum, down 1-0. Shot! That goes wide. That's 72 doing some good work. Kalun, he'll shoot. And the whistle goes, and we'll have an interference call here. As the Czechia player is called for interference along the boards. 6:42 into the first period. So you can see The interference allowing the Czechia player, and that's going to go to Jan Pavlik, number 98. Interference. Pavlik, of course, leading scorer last year at the under-18 tournament, World Championships in Jelena. So USA with their first power play of the game.
Time 6 minutes and 42 seconds. Czechia
USA so far hasn't scored a power play goal as of yet. Of course, they didn't have a power play attempt against Switzerland and went 0 for 2 in their first game against Slovakia. So possession here as they work it around. Trying to get a clear pathway for a shot. Warner Sini up high. He'll shoot towards the net. That'll go just wide. Shot! Doesn't miss by much. As now we got one-on-one. 87, Leonard. Peter Leonard now. Nice play on the back check by the Americans. 1 minute and 9 seconds remain on this inaugural power play attempt. Manning Almeida now. He'll slow it down. Walker Sini. Nice pass. Across. Walker Sini now. 81, Batista. He'll take a shot. Loose in front. But goaltender Fleischmann with the save. Marek Fleischmann, of course, starting today. He got the call against Canada in Czechia's first game in the preliminary round, a 3-2 overtime loss. He made 17 saves, handled himself well. Of course, the story of that game was Czechia losing by a score of 3-2, but outshooting Canada 44-20, but losing in overtime and gaining 1 point in the table standings. Still time in this power play, 40 seconds. Back to number 26, Joey Robb. Biagietti, the goal scorer. He'll put it towards the net. Nice little tip there by Lewis O'Connor. Good combination there by a few NBHL players. Of course, Joe Robb toiling in the New Jersey Tier 1 League with the Marlton Dogs. Having a good season so far. 4 goals from the back end. 3 assists for 7 points. And Biagietti also playing. He's playing in the Pittsburgh Tier 1 loop with the McKeeson Aces. Some good talent here representing USA and Czechia. The U20 World Junior Championships from Poprad, Slovakia. Still 20 seconds left in this power play as Manning Almeida takes it to the net, but the Czechia defender sends it down. Batista now. Realizing there's only 9 seconds, will try to get something up the floor. At least they'll get possession inside the zone when the penalty expires, but on the high stick, play is blown dead, and simultaneously, the Czechia player is released from the penalty box. You're watching live action of the 2025 ISBHF World Junior U20 Championships from Zimny Stadion in Mesto, Poprad, Slovakia. Brought to you by Napper and Stilmat. So, 5-on-5 action now. Still 1-0 USA here. Pivotal matchup in the preliminary round. 3rd game for both of these squads. A win here for USA will be huge in terms of their hopeful qualification for that precious gold medal match. Play in the corner. Players battling. USA comes out with possession. Wheeling, dealing, taking his time. USA happy to take their time here, but here comes Czechia. behind the net. Number 36, Václav Kaklik. The Žilina All-Star forward last year at the U18 event in Slovakia. And we're gonna have another penalty call. And this one will again go against Czechia. 5:07 left in the first period. Two minutes, another interference call. That looks like number 23 taking that penalty at 9:53 for interference. Number 23, Tadeusz Kantor. Another Extraliga player, but for Świdka Pardubice. Interesting stat about the Tadeusz Kantor. His sister is representing Czechia in the U20 women's tournament taking place this week. Andrea Kantarova. So, brother-sister combination here at the World Junior Championships for Czechia. Good to see. Lots of family support here for these championships. So the USA will go on their second power play of the game, as Kantor will serve two for interference. Warner Cini now to Batista. Batista down low, back to Batista and Warner Cini. He'll feed it through, and a one-timer is just missed there. Good movement on the power play, but an interception. And out comes number 10, Marek Danicek, killing the penalty. Plays for Sparta Praha in the ice hockey Czech Extraliga, top division here in Czechia. Does Marek Danicek, number 10, and also recently drafted to the Canadian Hockey League, Quebec Major Junior Hockey League by the Newfoundland Regiment. Team that recently moved from Acadie Bathurst to Newfoundland. They'll play in St. John's, Newfoundland, Labrador this upcoming year, and Marek Danicek just drafted by that team. So we may see him playing Canadian junior hockey in the future. Biaggetti calms things down here for the USA. They're up 1-0 on the goal by the aforementioned Biaggetti. Good movement here. Thomas, Biaggetti, shot just off the side of the net. And Czechia will try to send it down. Biaggetti tries to tap it back, but can't. And they'll have to reset. 45 seconds left in the second man advantage for the USA. Warner Cini, he'll send it, but just a little too far ahead, and Alish Ducek intercepts, but that's intercepted again by the ever-present Warner Cini. He'll use his big body to shield and then take a penalty as well, as after he lost the ball, teammate picks it up, but Warner Cini will go to the box. They'll play 4-on-4 for 22 seconds. Tripping is the call. 11:31 time of the penalty, so 4-on-4 for 22 seconds. And then Czechia will go on their second power play. Face off to the left of Scanlon here. Shot from the point, rebound, it scores! Czechia has tied the game as Radek Vihidal took the shot from the point, and the Czechia player was Johnny on the spot there, number 32, David Sindelar. And Sindelar has tied it up for Czechia, 1-1 with a power play goal. Pardon me, 4-on-4 goal. No power play yet, as 13 seconds still remains in the penalty to Cantor. So an even strength goal for Sindelar. Assisted by Vihidal and Danicek. 1-1 here. Wysong tries to break through for the USA. And now Czechia on the power play as Cantor is released from the penalty box. They've scored 4 power play goals already in this event. Number 8, Pavlicek. He'll switch positions, and Pavlik with the shot, rebound, scores! Now that's a power play goal. And Czechia has taken the lead. As Pavlik with the shot, just put it towards the net, folks. Anything can happen when you put it towards the net. And number 91, Filip Jedelski. Pods home the rebound on a nice play by Jedelski. Of course, Jedelski playing in Kladno in the Extraliga, but also for the Kladno Junior Extraliga, the champions this past year, 2024-2025 season there. Good champions in Kladno this year. Even Machini Kladno, another squad from the city, were champions this year. Might have to start calling Kladno the championship city. Here comes Czechia now with momentum, up 2-1. Nice give and go, Danicek. He'll shoot, and another block shot by the USA team. They've done a great job blocking shots here in the first period. So, ball sent. Possible breakaway, but a nice play there by number 5, Lewis O'Connor for the USA. And Czechia will be going to the sin bin once more here, as they're going to be taking most likely a tripping penalty. So the USA taking their time with the goalie out and seeing if they can get a little bit of momentum and possession here with the goalie pulled, waiting for the delayed penalty call. Right in front, shot, nice save. Fleischmann and Czechia with possession, and we're gonna have a penalty call here. 1:22 left in the first period as Danicek, who had the chance at the breakaway, giving his 2 cents to the referee, but it will be the USA's 3rd power play of the game here. 1:22 remains. First period, you're watching live action of the ISBHF 2025 World Junior Championships from Zimny Stadion in Mesto Poprad, Slovakia. Team USA versus Team Czechia. 2-1 Czechia here. After surrendering the first goal, they've come back with 2, 1 on the power play to take a 2-1 lead. But Czechia now with an opportunity on the power play, shorthand, scores! Out of nowhere, the Czechia player breaks out. And it's 3-1 here. A short-handed marker by number 8, Matej Pavlicek, puts them up 3-1. Got on the breakaway short-handed and then just sniped one right by the goaltender. Huge goal here. Late in the first period by the Pilsen Extraliga player, Matej Pavlicek. USA now needing to regroup. Scored the first goal, Biaggetti, right off the get-go. But now, 3 straight Czechia goals. Sindelar, Jedlecki, and Pavlicek. Let's see what Manning Almeida can do here in the USA power play. Still 1:38 left. They've had some good movement on the power play on their 2 previous attempts. Manning Almeida now. He'll feed it to his teammate, number 26, Joe Robb. Down low behind the net. Vihidal tries to get it out. Ball is not saved, so USA will have to come out of the zone. And they don't. Offside. 28.9 seconds left in the first period. Exciting first period of action here at the Under-20 World Championships. 5 penalties already so far. 4 goals. 3 of them by Czechia, who needs this victory as they surrendered an overtime loss to Canada. So they're sitting at 4 points in the table. USA, of course, as we mentioned, winning both games yesterday to have the maximum 6 points. Each game meaning so much here in this preliminary round. Manning Almeida now with a nice move. He'll take it behind the net with time on the power play. The diminutive one, Manning Almeida, superstar in the making here for future USA men's teams. He'll shoot! Oh, that gets deflected from a stick and goes wide. As USA, Batista chases it down, and Czechia will send it off, and the horn sounds, and an exciting first period here in Poprad. Goals by Sindelar, Jedlecki, Pavlicek for Czechia, Biaggetti for the USA. The score at the end of the first period here. Team Czechia 3, Team USA 1. You're watching live action of the 2025 Under-20 ISBHF World Junior Championships, brought to you by Napper and Stillmat. We'll be back after the first intermission to give you second period action in a few minutes.
All right, folks, we're joined by PJ Biaggetti after the first period of the Czech versus USA game. Peter scoring the opening goal in that one. Excuse me, PJ, sorry. But PJ, what was that goal? How did that goal get you guys going there?
Well, we just talked about before the game that blocking shots was going to be key for us, and 2 block shots ended up a breakaway for us and, able to bury it. So, that really got us up.
Yep, 100%. So you guys had 3 power play opportunities in that period. Didn't score on one of them. How do you guys get that going in the next period?
Honestly, I just think we need to shoot more. We're playing with the ball too much. I think shots are going to be key to win this game.
PJ Biaggetti, folks. Thank you, and good luck the rest of the game, man.
Thank you.
United States, line number 27.
Welcome back to Zimny Stadion in Mesto Propad, Slovakia. The 2025 ISBHF U20 World Junior Championships. Presented by Napper and Stillmat. Second period underway here. Team Czechia, 3-1 advantage over Team USA, but USA still with 30 seconds left on this power play. Their third of the encounter. Thomas now sends it in. Alex Thomas, he'll feed it to Jacob Batista. Czechia now with possession. Sindelar, the goal scorer for Czechia, trying to kill off the remaining 7-8 seconds. Out comes Team USA, but that one is going to be sent the length of the floor as the penalty had expired, and that is flooring. And of course, flooring is icing. Of course, USA, some of these players played in the National Ball Hockey League, Biaggetti, Batista, Alex Thomas. They also play for the #1 ranked team, club team in America, the Pittsburgh Gods, along with goalie Scanlon. Of course, their coach by the great Corey Hirsch. And we send all our shout outs there to him and all the USA staff and President Chris Banks for a great job with this national organization here, contending in all categories. Here comes USA, potential 2-on-1, but nice play by the defender there. Reading that and tipping it away, and this goes to the net. Scanlon steers it away. As an injured Team Czechia player goes down, and they're not too happy with number 20, John Nikolachki there, but we'll see what the referee has in store. I can't see exactly what call he has made. He's gonna point to the American player. Offside was the call, or the injured player made the face-off come outside. Back to action, USA sends it in front. That's tipped aside by Fleischmann. USA down 2 goals now. They're gonna look to put some offense together. They lead, tied with Czechia coming into the tournament with 13 goals apiece. Of course, Czechia with 3 now has taken that lead in offensive production, but nonetheless, USA looking to show some offensive prowess here. Czechia with the ball. They'll take it inside the blue line, but that's a nice play by the USA defender, and he'll chip it up as the American chases it down, but that's taken over by Dressler. Offside is the call. Of course, as I mentioned, this is the 12th edition of the U20 World Junior Championships. USA in the previous 11 have medaled 4 times. Of course, that outstanding gold medal performance in Aosta, Italy, 2006. And they've also won 3 bronze, most recently 2014 in Bratislava, 2012 in Písek, Czech Republic, and 28 in St. John's, Newfoundland, Labrador, where Czechia was able to capture one of their 2 golds. Interesting fact there with Czechia, they've won this U20 championship twice. And 2002, they were champions in Champéry, and 2018 in St. John's, Newfoundland. Here comes USA now, number 11 with the backhand. That almost sneaks through Fleischmann. As a nice play there by Joey Moore. Coming down the side with the backhand there. Almost fools Fleischmann. 2:22 into the second period. Of course, Czechia, only time they didn't medal was in that 2008 event in St. John. So, mixed emotions for Czechia when the tournament has been played in St. John's, Newfoundland, Labrador, Canada. Winners in 2018, but didn't medal in 2008. Back to action here. Nice draw won by the USA. Back to the point, number 9, Biagietti with the blast. He's got a howitzer. Turned aside by Fleischmann, the goaltender, playing his second game here. Of course, games going all day today, day 2 of the championships. We had an earlier game, Canada U20 defeating Slovakia 4-1. So Canada gets their second win. Point shot by number 5, O'Connor. Doesn't miss by much. Warner Cini. Down low. Manning Almeida with speed. Curling, wrist shot. Fleischmann with the save. Czech defender chips it ahead for Daneček, who lose it but try to get it back, but it's sent the length of the floor, and flooring is called here. 12:02 remaining in the second period. As I mentioned, day 2 of this event. It all commenced yesterday. Czechia defeating Switzerland 11-3. Then USA with that big win over the hosts 4-2 to give them that first win. Of course, Mattis, number 38, with the game winner in that game. USA then backing it up with a 9-3 win over Switzerland. Kwasny, a goal, 2 assists, and the game winner. And Canada beating Team Czechia 3-2 in overtime. Those were yesterday's results. I mentioned Canada winning 4-1. And here we are in game 2 of the day in the U20 category. There will be another game coming up today in U20. That'll come later. Switzerland and the host Slovakia from Zimný Stadion, Mesta Proprad, later today. As things start to get tight and antsy in the table here to see who will qualify for the final and who will have to play semifinal game. Shot by Manning Almeida. Doesn't miss by much. That's chased down by the Czech player. And that's tipped ahead for Daneček. He'll shoot. Nice save. Scanlon. Bryce Scanlon with a nice save there for USA. Shots on goal, 8-4 for Czechia here. 9-6, correction, 9-6 for Czechia, updated to the minute. Shot there, turned aside by Fleischmann, but rebound comes right back to the American player Thomas. Now from the point, as we're gonna have a video review as the Czech player went down, and the referee has signaled Thomas to the penalty box, 85, but he's also signaling that he will have to take a look at this on video review to see the severity of the call. So this could be a crucial call. Looks like it's going to be USA's 4th penalty of the match. Pardon me, 3rd penalty of the match. They've had 3 power plays and they've killed off 1 of 2 disadvantages. Player is up for Czechia, 3-1 the score, 11:25 remaining in the second period here. The World Junior Under-20 Championships. A lot of these players, as I mentioned, played in previous ISBHF events. Of course, I mentioned Zach Warner-Cini, number 27 last year, all-star defenseman in the U18 event in Žilina. Best forward, Drake Manning Almeida last year in Žilina. And of course, PJ Biagietti representing the United States a year ago in that U18 event in Jelena, that USA team going all the way to the final before losing to Canada in the gold medal game. So we look at the replay here to see what happened, and it looked like Thomas, as he was turning, his stick made contact with the player. But we'll leave it up to the officials here. Of course, Adam Philippe and Jason Baker on the call for this game. Biagietti, number 9, leading the USA in scoring. He got the first goal today from Batista and Nigoleski. So Biagietti with 5 points so far, 2 goals, 3 assists. As the referee is ready to make his decision here, following video review. Slash. So the call is confirmed. And number 85, Alex Thomas, will spend 2 minutes or less in the penalty box. Team Czechia now with their 3rd power play of the game. Very important penalty kill coming up for the USA, as they do not want to fall behind 3 goals here. Let's see how it turns out. Number 32 taking the draw, Sindelar for Czechia. As the Czech contingent now raises their voices in support of their national U20 team. Ball is sent out, linked to the floor. Killing that penalty, Caden Wysong for USA. Here comes Czechia. Vihidal, of course, plays his hockey with Usti Nadlabov, as that pass is sent ahead. And Czechia will control the ball. Number 16, Stefan Balan. He'll get it down low. Daneček, Balan, Vihidal. Balan shoots, blocked again by the Americans. Daneček with the shot, off balance. He still gets it off. And Scanlon there to make the save. His 7th save of this match. Line changes for both teams here. 1:13 left in this crucial penalty kill for the USA. Face off to the left of goaltender Bryce Scanlon. Could be a momentum boost if the USA could kill this penalty. Good face-off there by Jacob Batista. He'll kill some seconds, but Czechia regains possession now. 23 here, Kantor. Goes back to the point, Kudela will feed it over, Pavlicek. And that's sent the length of the floor. Approaching the 5-minute mark of the second period here. That shot on goal by number 8, Pavlicek, but Scanlon has no problem with that shot. And he'll settle things down. 39 seconds left on this 3rd man advantage for Czechia. They're 1 for 2 on the power play so far. Now having scored 5 goals on the power play in this tournament. Face-off won by Czechia, Pavlan. Daneček, he'll shoot. That'll go down low, Sindelar. He's got a goal. Daneček. He'll send it across, trying to feed Vihidal. Pavlan Vihidal with the shot. Whips around to Marek Daneček. Playing at the highest level ice hockey in Czechia with Sparta Praha, in addition to playing hockey ball with the Kladno Extraliga team. 11 seconds left for the USA now. They've done well blocking shots, keeping balls to the perimeter. Need to continue that discipline here. Try to get themselves to 5-on-5. Face off, won by the American. O'Connor now. He'll circle and send it down. And in effect, kill the remaining seconds. USA back to even strength with this penalty kill. 38 now. Mattis, he'll feed it for a shot by his American teammate. 26, Joe Robb. Pinching in. O'Connor now dispossessed. Danacek to Sindelar. Sindelar will curl. He'll wheel. He'll deal. He'll send it in front. Number 81 with the attempt. Simonek. Big save by Scanlon. His 10th save of the game. Here comes Danacek with speed. Deke. And again turned aside. Czechia with some chances here to go up 3. And Scanlon doing the job. Czechia still with pressure. Pavlov with the shot, rebound. Just from way. 59, Dressler. Leonard, he'll send it in front. And that shot by Pavlik sails over the bar. Great goaltending here by Bryce Scanlon to keep the USA team within striking distance. You're watching live action of the 2025 ISBHF Under-20 World Junior Ball Hockey Championships from Mesto Proprad. Zimny Stadion is the venue here, a beautiful venue. Beautiful little city here, the northeast side of Slovakia. Czechia now with some decent pressure, and that's a goal! Out of nowhere, the Czechia player with possession, and he fires one that Bryce Scanlon may want to have back here. We'll take a look at the replay. But number 98, Jan Pavlik, last year's leading scorer at the U18 event in Žilina, Slovakia, has potted one, and they verified it, and it's 4-1 now. Pavlik with the goal to give Czechia a 3-goal lead. Of course, Pavlik, that's his 3rd of the tournament. He came into this game leading the team in scoring with 2 goals, 3 assists, as USA will make a goaltending change. You got to feel for Bryce Scanlon because he was playing well, keeping them in the game there, but they'll change goalies and bring in Brandon Silva, number 29, who comes in halfway through the second period. Czechia now with another chance and a move and a goal right away. Team Czechia exploding here in the second period as the USA defense falling apart. It's number 77, Patrick Sis, with the goal. Nice move to the backhand. And a timeout is called by USA as they have unraveled here with 7:46 left in the second period. Now down 5-1, and the coaching staff is really gonna have to give them a nice motivational speech. The X's and O's are one thing, but there is still 22 minutes and 46 seconds to play in this game, and you have to tell your team. For me, You got to win the next 7 minutes and 46 seconds. Take something into the change room. Take some positivity. They got the firepower on this team to score goals. They just have to shut it down defensively and, quite frankly, win the last 7:46 of the second period and maybe head into the locker room down 5-2 or 5-3. And then have a shot in the third. That's probably their mindset, so calm things down. They have the pedigree. They beat the hosts yesterday and Team Switzerland. They have another big one coming up Friday night against Team Canada. But the moment is now to change the momentum and tilt the floor here. 5 unanswered goals for Czechia since Biaggetti's opener. Here comes USA now. 81 chasing it down, Batista. He'll get there first. But back comes Czechia. But nice play there by Joe Robb. Batista will send it back to Robb. Batista now with some momentum. He'll tip it behind number 19, Kudela, the youngster playing for Pardubice in the Extraliga. Behind the net now, Batista. He'll try to curl around and see what he has. Patience there. He'll feed it to number 14, Connor Evans, who gets an opportunity. Evans now sends it back to the point. 97 with the shot. Hilliard, and the arm goes up, and we're gonna have another penalty. And it looks like the USA has taken their 4th penalty of the game. Number 25, or excuse me, 24, Kwasny. Pardon, 26, Joe Robb. Pardon me, folks. Is penalized at 8:20 of the second period here. So Czechia will go to their 4th power play of the game. Of course, the USA with that big kill earlier. Czechia, though, scoring 2 more after that to take the 5-1 lead. So another big penalty kill here for USA. Pavlan, Vihidal, Danicek. Vihidal with the shot towards Silva. And the USA clears. And Vihidal will regroup.
Time 23 minutes, 20 seconds. Team United States player number 26, during 2 minutes penalty for roughing.
USA doing a good job here, killing this penalty as Czechia has a line change. Out comes Thomas Tadias Kantor. Pavlik, and that's sent in deep by the Czech player, but a nice play along the boards here by Nathan Zavoa. He'll send it down. 50 seconds left here. Team Czechia, full control here, 5-1, and a power play, looking to add to their lead. Offside is the call, as the referee right on the spot there to make the call. 5:19 left, second period. You're watching live action of the 2025 ISBHF U20 World Junior Men's Championships. From Stadion Zimny, Mesto Propad is the venue. We have the U20 Men's Championships taking place, as well as the U20 Women Championship. All action live on the ISBHF Media YouTube channel. Subscribe, watch, and enjoy ISBHF. Play the game. Czechia now, still time, 19 seconds. 23, Kantor, he'll shoot. Silva with a nice save. Nice little confidence boost for the youngster as the Czechia player trying to cause some havoc and having some conversations with Zach Warner-Cini. "12 seconds left, man advantage, 4:52 left in the second period here." Nice job on the penalty kill by Joey Moore as well. Can play both ways, forward and D. Very useful for the American team. Face off to the right of Silva. That's one. Pavlik shoots. Doesn't miss by much. And the Americans will try to clear, 6 seconds left. As Czechia keeps the ball in. O'Connor gets it out. And Biagietti. Here comes Rob. Batista now with the shot. He'll fan on it. As the USA is now 5-on-5. Oh, nice little play there by O'Connor. Curling it to his forehand and almost getting it through. Joey Moore now, he'll feed it up. Batista, USA with some urgency here. Four minutes now remain, second period. As the USA in badly needing a goal here. Something before the end of the second. Manning Almeida hops over the boards and takes possession. They'll get a lot of playing time. Down it goes as we're gonna have power play coming up for the USA, taking their time. Manning Almeida. Down low, Biagietti. That goes towards the net. Thomas tries to get it through. PJ Biagietti gets some space. He'll shoot and just miss. Batista sends it back to Manning Almeida. USA utilizing this extra man to a T here. Batista, he'll try to sneak one through. Doesn't get there. Still, USA retains possession. Biagietti, the goal scorer, to the slot. Batista with a nice shot. As USA just sending balls to the net here. And finally, the whistle goes as the net is removed. And we're going to have an interference call. As the USA now will go on their, by my count, 4th power play of the game. So we're gonna have calls on both. So interference is the call on Czechia, but in front of the net, the whistle went off. That's why the referee blew the whistle, as he's penalized the American, John Nikolajski, with an infraction as well. So folks, both teams have been assessed 2-minute minors. Number 36 for Czechia, Kaklik, and number 20, Nikolajski for USA. Back to live action here as the USA coaches just looking for an explanation there and exactly why they didn't end up with the power play. And referee Baker will go to the video review booth to look this over. So each team, in effect, will now have a free timeout to utilize some strategy here. 2:45 remains, second period action. U20 ISBHF World Junior Championships from Zimny Stadion in Mesto Propad. Men event taking place today, U20. 5 teams, USA, Czechia, Switzerland, Canada, and the host team from Slovakia. in the U20 Women's World Junior Championships, also taking place this week in Poprad. 5 teams participating: USA, Czechia, Slovakia, Canada, and Great Britain. Lots of action coming your way here, all live on the ISBHF media channel. So they've confirmed the penalties via video review, so we'll have 2 minutes for number 20, John Nikoleczki of the USA, and 2 minutes for number 36, Vaclav Kaklik, all-star forward last year in Žilina. Under 18 was Kaklik, and he's playing hockey ball in Czech Hešmov Mštat in Czechia is where Kaklik plays his ball hockey in their league. As the explanation continues here, the USA obviously not satisfied with the result and questioning, but play will resume now. 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. Lots of room on the floor for all of these players. Ducek. He'll send it to Pavlan. Pavliknin. He gets dispossessed on a nice play and a nice feed there for Mattis. Nicholas Mattis with the effort. Just couldn't get there, but great play there by the defender for the USA to try to set up his teammate number 38, Nicholas Mattis. Of course, Nicholas Mattis in this tournament off to a good start against the host Slovakians. 2 goals, including the game winner in that big 4-2 win for the United States of America. So, 2:25 left, second period. Face off to the left of Silva. Pavlik there. Loses that draw. And out comes number 2, Wysong. Wysong will get it in deep, as that's chased down by Ducek. And it'll come out to Matej Pavlicek. Pavlicek. He scored a nice shorthanded goal earlier. And that play is whistled down on the offside. 2:07 remaining, second period. Of course, last week in Hradec Králové, we had the U16 and U23 World Junior Championships kick off this season of championship excellence by the ISBHF, International Street and Ball Hockey Federation. Followed by, of course, this week's events, and then there'll be the Masters coming up in Bermuda and Slovakia in November. Shot by the Czech player is blocked again by the USA. This team does well at putting their bodies on the line. Here come Biaggetti with the nice move, goes to the backhand and shoots. And Fleischmann with the save, as some extracurricular activity takes place between Pavlan and Biaggetti here. And we'll have penalties called. Stefan Balan plays his hockey ball in that city where we were last week, Hradec Králové, as he comes in to protect his goalie. And Biaggetti, with experience from Žilina, he's not going to take any of that. So both of them will go in the box. And we'll still have 4-on-4 with the offsetting calls. Of course, after the first period here, Czechia with the 3-1 advantage. And since then, 4-1 advantage, excuse me, since then has increased it to 5-1. Still 1:47 left. Maybe the Americans can get one back, take some momentum into the dressing room. Vihidal is pressured by Thomas. As that play is placed up to Danicek. Marek Danicek, lots of speed with this player. MVP 2 years ago in the U18 World Championships in Liberec, Czechia. Czechia happy to take their time here as they're gonna go on another power play with the delayed call. Try to force the USA. Has some strategy here. USA with a decision to make. The ball is sent in now. Back it comes to Vihidal. He'll send it deep. And is touched by the USA player and a tripping call. Looks like it's number 98 for the USA, Nathan Zavoa, who will be called for tripping. And that's confirmed. 45.9 seconds left. So 1 second remaining on that 4-on-4, 2 penalties. So by all accounts, the USA will be down a man based on that tripping signal identified by the referee. USA looking to build from their opening day 2 victories. So a little confusion here in the broadcast booth as I saw the signal for tripping made. We're gonna have to get an explanation during the intermission. Both teams now 5-on-5, 40 seconds left. It's USA now. Gingerly, meticulously bringing it up the floor. As John Nicolesha gets dispossessed, and here comes Sindelar. He'll feed it to Danicek. Wide open net, and a great play by the USA player as that ball was just laying there for Sindelar to pot home. Look at this play. Great play, number 26, Joe Robb. I'm liking what I see from number 26 in white. That's cleared down. 5 seconds left. The USA desperately trying to get something to the net. And does! And we're gonna have some sort of video review here as that was a beautiful shot by Brandon Kwasny. Right at the buzzer. Kwasny, of course, scoring a goal and 2 assists, including the game winner against Switzerland. Let's see here what we have. As the teams are waiting, as the buzzer sounded. But this could be a big boost to the USA as a beautiful shot by Kwasny. Just rifles it. Top corner. And this will go to video review, of course. And they're holding the benches back so that they can properly assess this play. And they'll look it over, the referees. But what a big play there. As the Czechs seemingly had the USA pinned along the boards with 5 seconds left. But the USA kept battling. And Kwasny comes out with it. and rifles at home as the buzzer was sounding, so they'll be able to determine if in fact he did beat the buzzer. And while we're waiting, let you know that during this week, this U20 World Junior Championships, of course, it's a 5-team division. The first place team after the preliminary round will advance to the gold medal game. Second and third place teams will play in a semifinal, with the winner advancing to meet that first place team in the gold medal game, and the loser of that 2-3 semifinal, the losing team, will proceed to the bronze medal game. Also, the teams that finish 4th and 5th during the preliminary round will play off on Saturday, the winner punching their ticket to the bronze medal game, and the losing team in effect being eliminated from the tournament. So a lot at stake in both divisions here, men and women, during these preliminary round games, as all teams would love to secure first place. Let's see the result. Goal! Goal signaled by the referee from St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. And that makes it 5-2 as Kwasny gets a big one for the Americans, as it's something they can take into the change room. And because the goal was allowed, it will tell me that there was time left on the clock, most likely 0.1. So they will have to complete festivities with a face-off at center. Hence why all the players were returned to their benches just to complete the period. And yes, 0.1. Wow, what a big goal for the USA here to at least bring them to within 3 and give themselves a fighting chance in the third. As the horn sounds to end the second period here. Big goal by the team in white. Cuts Team Czechia's lead to 5-2 at the end of the second period. We'll be back with more action, third period action. You're watching live action of the 2025 ISBHF Under-20 World Junior Championships from Zimny Stadion in Mesto Proprad, Slovakia. We'll be back in a few minutes, folks, with the third period.
V druhém přestávkovém rozhovoru tady mám Patrika Číže, autora zatím poslední české branky. Patriku, americké mužstvo je pro vás velice známé, konec konců hráli jste proti němu v tom bronzovém utkání na mistrovství světa v Liberci. Připravovali jste se na americký výběr nějak speciálně s trenéry?
Tak z toho Liberce tak jsme si ukazovali ty zápasy některé, ale především jsme se připravovali ze zápasu, která Amerika odehrála včera. Řekli jsme si tam, co všechno máme, na co všechno si dát pozor, a řekl bych, že si to zatím plníme.
V průběhu první třetiny jste předvedli fantastický obrat a v druhé třetině jste pak ten svůj náskok navýšili ještě o 2 góly. Jaký faktor zatím hraje nejvýraznější roli v tom zápase s Amerikou?
No, tak po tom našem špatném začátku, když jsme si řekli, že do toho vstoupíme dobře, ale zase jako včera proti Kanadě, tak se to nepovedlo, ale potom jsme zlepšili pohyb a začali jsme víc střílet, chodit do branky a přineslo to své ovoce.
Díky, Patriku. Utkání tak bude pokračovat ve třetí třetině za stavu 5-2 pro český výběr.
Welcome back to Zimny Stadion in Mesto Propad, Slovakia. Third period action here. Team Czechia 5, Team USA 2. We got some clarification during the intermission. So that delayed penalty, obviously the USA also took a penalty, but after seeing only that one signal towards the press box and the scorekeepers caused a little bit of confusion there. So it ended up being offsetting and 5-on-5, but only the one signal was visible from our broadcast viewpoint. USA now with some pressure. They got to come out flying here in this third period. And Fleischmann with the save. Again, USA coming into this game, 2 wins, 0 losses, maximum 6 points. Czechia came into this game with 1 win and an overtime loss for 4 points. So obviously a Czechia win here and they will surpass USA in the table, getting to 7 points. Canada at 5. Slovakia looking for their first win, as well as Switzerland. They'll meet each other tonight, 1800 hours local time. Czechia now, number 8, will take it to the net and be turned aside and give it up on the pass. Matej Pavlicek, he scored tonight. USA now try to get some offense going. That's set deep. And still battling behind the net. Backhand! Fleischmann makes the save. As Czechia now glad to get it past center. Nice back check by the American. 28, Ducek sends it into the zone. Pavlik now. He'll backhand it. Pass to his teammate, but didn't go through as a nice play by Manning Almeida. He'll go to the net. Rebound! Oh, glorious chance for the player in white. What a goal that would have been, and a nice play by Manning Almeida to take it to the net. And back comes Czechia. Behind the net it goes, and nice little play by the defender for the USA, Cole Hilliard. He's had a good game so far. Wysong, Hilliard, Rob, and that's chipped ahead. As the US now trying to get some sustained pressure. O'Connor. Nice play by Rob there to keep it in. It's a good-looking defenseman here, number 26. Joe Rob. American still with pressure. Czechia happy to keep them at the perimeter. Wysong, he'll feed it to his teammate. And then Joe Rob is there to keep the ball in. Rob using his big frame to shield the ball. And draw a penalty. Nice play. As the Americans are going to look at another power play here. They'll take their time. Manning Almeida will wait for Warner Cini. Batista. Manning Almeida. He'll curl. Send it back to Thomas. Alex Thomas. Manning Almeida. Delayed penalty coming up. Oh, shot didn't get as much as he would like to, Joe Rob, on that. And the goaltender easily makes the save. And now the USA will head to the power play. Holding is the call to the Team Czechia player number 36, Václav Kaklik. gets the penalty, and the USA will go on another power play. They've gotta capitalize here. It's their 5th. Man advantage of the afternoon here in Europe. Face-off won by the USA. They'll keep the ball in. Warner Cini, he'll feed Thomas. Warner Cini. As Batista sends it back, Thomas shoots. Rebound, just wide. As Manny Almeida had a shot. Nikolevsky gets the ball. Warner Cini now to Batista. Down low, Manning Almeida. Batista back to Manning Almeida. He'll take it behind the net. Looking for something. Thomas scores! Batista, what a goal! 81, 85, 93. Can book that one. It's 5-3, folks. Batista with the goal. And the power play marker, their first of the day. Beautiful passing there. Manning Almeida starting it off. And Batista, he scores to bring the USA now within 2. As things are starting to get interesting here in Mesto Poprad. Offside here, 10:28 left. Of course, preliminary round action cannot end in a tie. So if the teams were to be even at the end of the 3rd period, there will be overtime played, with the winning team getting the extra point, 2 points, and the losing team at least coming away with 1 point. If not, it's 3 points for a regulation win, 0 points for a regulation loss. So USA now, definitely with the momentum. They will center it, but that will come out freely to the Team Czechia player. He will flip it ahead nicely. Pavlicek scores! Matej Pavlicek restores the 3-goal lead with his 2nd of the game. On a beautiful feed there by, I believe it was Pavlik, 98. What a pass. It's now 6-3, Team Czechia. Pavlicek, who toils for Pilsen in the Czech Extraliga. Fed there by Pavlik, who plays for the former dynasty, Kert Park Praha. 6-time champions up until this year in Czech Extraliga. Here comes the USA, though, lots of time here. As Mattis sends it behind the net, intercepted by the Czechia defender. They'll battle. Number 36, Kaklik, he'll get it out. 23, Kantor to the slot, and Balan had a glorious chance. Now Balan looking for his teammate Kantor. Balan still wheeling and dealing. 9 minutes left in the 3rd. And a shot. Silva turns it aside. Batted away, but not out. 19, Tomasz Kudela. That's stopped by Silva. And USA clears the ball. Nice defensive play there. Warner Cini. He'll get things going. Manning Almeida now. He'll send it in deep and chase it down. Almeida with yeoman's work along the boards. Back to the slot. Quick shot there. Joey Moore now. Manning Almeida. Almeida to the backhand. Oh, and Fleischmann gets a piece of that. Just enough. Manning Almeida now. Joey Moore, he'll go to the backhand, feed it in front, no one there. There's another penalty coming up to the Czechs. And USA will go to a power play. Their 6th of the game on the holding call. It looks like Filip Jedleski, number 91, doesn't agree with the call. Of course, he's the champion of the Junior Extraliga for Kladno and also playing for the senior team this year in Kladno. So, Jedleski in the box, 7:53 remaining. It's a 3-goal game. Suffice to say, this power play is a must for the USA to capitalize. They're 1 for 5 so far. If they can capitalize this one, it'll get them back to within 2. The big boys are out there. Nikolewski, Warner City.
Time 57 minutes, 7 seconds. Team Czechia player number 91.
81, Batista. Thomas. Manning Almeida. Thomas, he'll shoot to try to get one through. Manning Almeida now. With Nikolewski in front of the net. Play is whistled down. 1:35 left in this crucial man advantage. For Team USA. Of course, Fleischmann with a strong performance. The Czechi fans in full voice here, trying to spur their team on to a second victory here at the World Junior Championships. Long way away though. Warner Cini sends it to Manning Almeida. Slot, nice shot, rebound. Ooh, did it? Missed by much. Approaching 1 minute left on this man advantage for the USA. We're gonna have now another penalty on Czechia as Manning Almeida feeds it back. Down low. USA with a golden opportunity here, and the whistle goes. 6:37 left in the third period, and we're gonna have a 44-second 5-on-3 as the hooking penalty is assessed to Czechia, number 7, David Stulk. Big opportunity here for Team USA. Down 6-3, we know the stakes. Preliminary round play, every point is important. And they got a golden opportunity now with a 2-man advantage to get themselves within striking distance. Would love to, but gotta get one. Zone set, Batista now. Warner Cini, Batista. Back to 2-7, Batista. As they're trying to set something up. Warner Cini scores! What a setup! Great two-way passing there by USA, and Zach Warner Cini, last year's All-Star in the U18 event in Jelena, shows you his pedigree with a blast and a power play goal. Their second power play marker of the game, and it is 6-4, folks. USA contingent happy as a C9 goal by Zach Warner Cini. They still have 1:30 left. Lots of time here. Manning Almeida now looking for some space, and he'll chip it in and run it down. Under 6 minutes left in the third period here. Manning Almeida. Thomas. Saucer to Batista. He'll fire it to Warner Cini, who tries again to beat Fleischmann, but can't. Under a minute left in the man advantage. Batista, Thomas, Batista shoots! That veers off to the boards. And his ball is out, and here comes Czechia, shorthanded. They've already got one so far. And they're gladly expiring valuable time from this power play as Pavlicek and Pavlik. Great work by Pavlik on the penalty kill. 11 seconds left now. As they killed about 20 seconds there. Manning Almeida sends it deep. USA now trying to get another chance. Thomas tries to keep it in. And does. Biaggetti now loses it. Chipped in. Number 32. Sindelar, he's already scored. He gets a shot off. Silva with the save. Rebound. Silva with another save off Mushilic. Here comes USA. 4 minutes left. Sindelar. Danicek. Saucer pass doesn't get through. Kaklik. And a nice play there by Cole Hilliard. He'll settle things down. Nikoletsky. USA now trying to create some type of opening. Zach Warner Cini, the most recent goal scorer. He'll feed it ahead to Wysong. Wysong with a chance in the slot, number 14. Evans with an opportunity. And Wysong with the rebound, but Czechia escapes. 3 minutes left in the third period. John Nikolewski, he'll feed it towards the Czechia bench. And a nice play there by the American. Wysong shoots. That sails over the net. Chased down by Kaklik. Kaklik sends it back nicely to number 7, Stunk. He'll send it over to Cantor. Tadeusz Cantor. There's Pavlicek hounding the USA team. And here comes the referee off the foot, but USA gets it back. Batista. Thomas to Batista. Fleischmann controls it. 2:07 left in the third period here. Entertaining match. USA gets the first goal. Czechia answers with 5. right after USA makes it 5-2 late, they make it 5-3, 6-3, Czechs, and now we're at 6-4 after the power play goal. Timeout called by Team Czechia. Too many men up. Penalty with 1:05 left will be served by number 72, Matthias Kalun. And USA will have their goalie pulled with a glorious opportunity to try to get a power play marker and inch back towards a 1-goal deficit. Of course, 2 years ago when Liberec, the U20 category won by Canada with a gold medal win over Slovakia. These two teams actually met 2 years ago in that event. They met as U18s as well. An interesting U18 event there. Czechia wins the gold, but in the preliminary round, the USA beat them by a score of 4-3. But Czechia bounced back to come all the way back and win that U18 edition. So, reset, 1:05 remains here. Power play, USA down 2. Manning Almeida with the face-off for Team USA. And he wins it. But by Biaggetti. Manning Almeida's in that slot. No, nice shot by Thomas on a beautiful feed by Batista. And just what they needed, 12 seconds in. It's 6-5. Third power play goal for Team USA as a beautiful feed by Jacob Batista. Playing his hockey in the NBHL Tier 1 out in Pittsburgh along with Thomas. As they show their quality there on a beautiful power play goal. No matter what happens to end this game, gotta give it to the USA team. What hard, down 5-1 midway through the second period. They ended up winning the last 7 minutes. And now have 50 seconds to try to tie this game. Out comes the goalie. Over the boards goes Biaggetti. Batista looking for an opening. Warner Cini, he'll get the zone. And they will call the offside there. 36.6 seconds left as the USA asks why. Goaltender Fleischmann trying to do everything in his power to stop this contingent of Americans trying to come all the way back. It would be one of the great comebacks in ISBHF history, down 4 in the second. Face-off 1, Batista, what a game he's had. Batista looking for an opening here. That is empty. Warner Cini, he'll wind up, shoot! That's blocked. Huge block. Biaggetti. Then Zaleski. He'll send it back, Warner Cini to Batista, who is shielded off by the Czech defender. 10 seconds left. Time running out, but squeezes through. USA with a chance. Biaggetti has to get one towards the net. He will. Turned aside. Team Czechia hangs on with some shenanigans at the end here. Team Czechia hanging on for the 6-5 victory over Team USA, handing USA their first loss of the tournament. And Czechia now moving to 7 points in the table with the win. USA staying at 6 with Slovakia and Switzerland coming up later today here in Poprad. What an entertaining game here, the U20 World Championships. Full credit, obviously, to Czechia for the win, but full credit to Team USA for never giving up and just fighting back almost all the way back as we get ready for the Player of the Game Awards. Will be presented by the one and only Carl Patera, aka DJ Carlito.
The best player of Team United States is player number 9, PJ Biaggetti.
PJ Biaggetti scored the opener. He takes home Player of the Game honors. For the USA.
The best player of Team Czechia is player number 32, David Sindelar.
And Sindelar also scoring today and having a big impact on the game in Czechia's 6-5 victory. Congratulations to both players on a well-played game.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of Czechia. Dámy a páni, prosím, postavte sa, zaznie štátna hymna Česka.
And that concludes our presentation of the game between Team Czechia and Team USA. The final score here from Mesto Poprad, Slovakia, is Team Czechia 6, Team USA 5. Stay tuned for more action in the World Junior Championships. ISBHF presented by Napper and Stillmat, the women's under-20 division coming up, live action all the way through this week. So long, folks.
All right, folks, I'm joined by Zach Warner-Sini after a tight match against Czech in the under-20 men's division. Zach, you guys fell down by a couple goals there at the end of the second period. Brandon Kwasny came up with a clutch one. What did that do for you guys going into the third period?
Lit a fire under us. Emotions were up and down the whole game. Getting that goal late in the second really gave us momentum going into the third.
100%. So obviously your guys' first loss of the tournament. Super back and forth game, couple of breakaways for the Czechs. What do you guys need to do to tighten things up and win your next one tomorrow?
I mean, it's an emotional tournament, so we just got to have short memories and put it past us and get ready for tomorrow's game.
Absolutely. Zach, thank you for the interview and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Při druhé výhře českého výběru na tomto šampionátu tady mám dvougolového střelce Matěje Pavlíčka. Matěj, musím říct, že jste si pro český fanoušky připravili teda pořádně napínavý záběr. Jak tomu šlo předejít?
No, tak určitě jsme se měli vyvarovat těch faulů, bylo to jako zbytečný všechno. No a rozhodčí si myslím, že nepředvedli dneska moc kvalitu. Nějaký vyloučení přišly docela neoprávněný a víc koncentrace, když vedeme 6-1 nebo kolik to bylo, tak musíme pořád pokračovat v tom zápase, jako jsme začali a nesmíme přestávat.
Zítra vás čeká ostře sledované federální derby se Slovenskem. Jak se na to houževnatýho soupeře připravit?
No tak budeme čekat, že to bude vyhecovaný, ale myslím si, že když budeme hrát svoji hru jako proti té Americe, tak si myslím, že to bude v pohodě.
Díky, Matěji. Jak jsem již zmiňoval, český výběr do 20 let zítra čeká derby se Slovenskem. Určitě ho můžete zítra sledovat na YouTubeovém kanálu Mezinárodní hokejbalové federace ISBHF o 6 hodin. Budeme se na vás těšit.